Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 1st, 2024. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Let's see what's going on, please. Alright, Aries. Alright, we have playing it safe and we have fear. Alright, so there's something about you not really giving your all, okay, because of what happened before. Something happened before and you don't want to just lay it all out there. You may not want to give everything away. You may not want to put everything out there. And so the energy would be the only thing that you could feel in a situation would constitute some level of fear, but also Spirit is asking you to ignore the fears, ignore them, right? Find your happy place, especially if you start to get nervous. Literally, if you've got to go in the bathroom and sit in the stall and breathe deep and imagine yourself in your happy place, you need to do it, okay? Because playing it safe is saying that you got to make a decision that you know that you can deal with for a long term, okay? You got to Two of Wands and Seven of Pentacles with what? With strength, yes, man, and the Knight of Wands. This is going to be a difficult decision. It's something that you've got to do, right? Playing it safe, Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, strength, Knight of Wands. So this is talking about your intention. You intend on, it's like standing your ground in a sense, or challenging something. And if that's what you're attempting to do, or you have to do, these are your two options. Either I challenge something, right? Um, I'm afraid to. You've got to challenge. You got to stand up. And if you've got to go to your happy place in order to do it, you can't ignore something anymore. Whatever this is, you can't stall it. You can't wait until the time is right. You got to do what you got to do, right? Um, this won't be for every Aries because this sounds like awfully dramatic. You know what I mean? But there is a decision here with the Two of Wands. That's like I have a choice to make, right? I've got a path I've got to choose. Know that whatever you choose is something you've got to stand on business on, and you've got to do it for some time. This is a long-term investment. It won't be something you get a quick return on. The decision may have to be made quickly, but it's something that you're going to have to deal with for some time, according to this, right? They're just like letting you know, play it safe and expect that you may have to deal with the repercussions of this decision for a long term. Therefore, is it worth challenging? And if it is, you've got a woosah, right? With the Four of Swords and Death, this is saying, I can't ignore this any longer. I can't pretend, turn a blind eye, turn a deaf ear, or to bury your head in the sand. You got to ignore your fears and step into the light, right? And so that is here. They're saying that whatever is going on, fear is definitely going to be present. Like that's definitely going to be the energy around you. Like, oh my gosh, I have to say this. I have to do this. I have to choose this. Well, if you do, literally, like I said, go into a stall. If you can't leave the space, then it's like immediately imagine yourself. What do people say when you got to get on stage? Imagine everybody in their underwear, or pretend that nobody's in the room. Zone out, but do what you got to do. Planning and action. I can't make this up, man. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This is saying that you got to hold on to something. You got to work with the energy that's in front of you, and everything that you're doing, like every plan that you come up with, you've got to be able to take action on. And this would tell me that even with the Knight of Pentacles, that even though you got to make the decision fast, you've got to stay on that path. You got to stay on the path. Don't deviate. Don't backtrack. Nothing. Just know that whatever it is you choose is something you can't backtrack on, or don't. Right? You need to be in that space. No kidding. Gosh, lots of knights. This is going to be a lot of conversation, a lot of words being spoken. Kindred partnership, Knight of Swords, the Fool. Now, this is a person who would probably jump through the fire for you, right? But the problem with this energy is that they're speaking from or coming towards you from a broken place in a sense. So this would make you. This is going to be a challenge. This person has probably been sitting on these words for some time for this to be here. This might be that they're challenging you. Kindred partnerships are typically where usually it's quite, it could be romantic, right? But most of the time this is where we are on the same team, or we have the same goals, or we want the same thing, or we think the same, we finish each other's sentences, we're soulmates, something to that magnitude. A lot of times soulmates are not romantic. They could be someone that you guys have common goals with, or soulmates a lot of times are, they're just people you're meant to meet in your life. And that they're not always romantic, but we romanticize just about everything in the spiritual realm most of the time. Anytime you say soulmate, everybody's like, oh, that, but they're, that's not my, not my type. They're a minor, or whatever the heck. That doesn't mean romantic. It means you were brought together to this point for a reason. You were meant to meet for a reason. You were meant to be in each other's lives for a reason. And this person has something to say to you, and they're just gonna, they might just blurt it out. This is an energy of like, it may not even feel like the right time, but they've been sitting on what they've got to say for a long time, and they mean what they said. This is saying, like, I have conviction about what I'm saying because I've thought about it, I've stewed over it, it's in my energy, it's something that I've been holding on to, I've been sitting on it, I put it under lock and key, but I'm ready to let it out. And so this would be an energy of them struggling to find the right time to tell you something they've been meaning to tell you. But I see someone coming towards you to have a conversation. Spirit wants you to make sure before you speak, you know that you got to swallow those words, or you got to stand on that. Whatever you say, you may be angered by what is told to you with this coming out. You may not like what you hear. But one thing is for certain is that you need to be prepared to stand on what you say. You need to be ready to go with it, whatever it is, right? Let the fear, whatever you got to do to calm yourself down enough to rise to the challenge, you need to do it. Okay, now is not the time to resort to angry words spoken, because honestly, according to this, whatever you have said, you're going to say, whatever comes out, you're going to be held to it. And that's it. I guess Spirit wants to warn you of this. Play it safe. Act as though this is what is going to be. You're decreeing this for good. And that will help you to decide what you need to do. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, or another Aries very strongly. Okay. But you also have Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Right? Every sign is here except for Cancer and Pisces. Now is not the time to get emotional about anything. Now is the time to take what's coming in. Right? You don't have time to imagine or read between the lines. Take what's coming towards you at face value. All right. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp. You could be dealing with a Taurus Gemini cusp. You have Leo Virgo cusp, Virgo Libra cusp, Libra Scorpio cusp, Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, or Capricorn Aquarius cusp. But if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.